Well, hello, how are you today? Just wanted to do this quick training on our consumer services with DACProtect and how your customers can use them once they're live. Again, they're becoming a retail customer of yours, and if you order it for yourself, you're becoming a retail customer of yourself as well. You'll get retail profit the second Monday after they purchase it each month, or after their auto charge happens each month. The second Monday after that, you get your retail profit. And that'll come in a paper check form from Youngevity, unless you set up your debit card payment from Youngevity, which you can do in your Youngevity Business Resource Center. A couple things. Number one, again, we're using a third-party supplier. We do not provide the service. We market the service. Our service is partnered with a company who's been doing this over 20 years. They're a leader in this space. In fact, it's almost 30 years. And they provide some of the biggest companies in the world the same services that we're using. That's why we want them. In fact, if you've ever heard of Costco, Costco uses our identity theft protection partner to do their credit monitoring. They don't do the insurance and all that, but they offer part of it. We offer the whole enchilada from our partner. But the point is, they've been vetted. They're a great service supplier. As with any service, there's going to be complaints. We try to get them down to zero, of course. We're regularly having discussions with our partners about retention matters more than activation, right? We don't want to just get a customer. We want our customers to feel satisfied and pleased pleasantly for a long period of time. So that is our number one thing, is deliver high quality service and that customer feel better be top-notch level, right? So it's a constant quest for improvement in that area. But if a customer is unhappy, or if they want to change their credit card, anything that has to do with billing is done by our partner Youngevity and ourselves, DAC Support. We handle the billing only. We don't handle the service itself. Like if you have a roadside need, you don't call us. If you're wondering how to use roadside, you don't call us. You go to your roadside packet and you call that number, right? If you have a question about your ID theft protection, you call them. If you have a question about tech support, you call them. The only time you'll deal with Youngevity/DAC on this service is if it's a billing related issue, meaning you want to cancel your service, or you want to change your credit card, or you're questioning a charge, something like that. That's all done by us. We are actually charging for the service, and then we're using a supplier to provide the service. So we charge for it. It'll be charged by Youngevity. We charge for it, and then it will, of course, be serviced by our supplier. So if anyone has any questions about their service, they need to call the toll-free number that comes in their packet. All right. And I'm not going to give you that number because we don't want a bunch of reps calling it who aren't customers. It's a customer forward line. So if you've got the service, you know the number. And when you call there, you're going to get three options. Press 1 for 24-hour roadside assistance. Press 2 for ID theft protection and credit monitoring. And press 3 for tech support. And press 4 for billing related questions, which would then forward them to Youngevity. Now, Youngevity is going to answer the phone. Youngevity supports, and they support over 1,000 products, and they support hundreds of thousands of agents. So they're not, going to be able to give you questions about your roadside assistance. That's not their job. If you say, I am a customer and I need to change my credit card number, great. Or I want to cancel my service. Here's my customer number, great. But they don't know whether you're a customer or rep when you call, right? So now you're both, if you happen to be both. If you're the rep and the customer when you call in, you're both. If they say, are you a rep or a customer? And you say, I'm a rep, and they look you up, they may say, I don't even see the service, because again, you're a customer of yourself. Right? So make sure when you're speaking to them, you're clear as a rep. You're an independent business owner here. You're a rep with us. So you need to learn your products that you're marketing and using and how they're working. And one of them is, if you're using these services as yourself, you are a customer of yourself. So when you're calling in to change your credit card number or cancel, you're calling in and canceling a customer's account. Doesn't matter if you're also a rep. You're calling in to cancel a customer's account. That'll just speed things up in your discussion with Youngevity. Why? Because of their 100,000 plus reps, 99.9% of their orders are through reps ordering it at wholesale, or through preferred customers, not retail customers. The service division are the ones with the retail customers. So they're not looking as a default for, hey, do you happen to be a customer of yourself? That's not even a default in their mind. So until we've become a much larger percentage of their calls, it won't become a default in their mind. Now, we've trained them on it, but again, you're taking hundreds of calls a day. You're just going through and you're trying to serve quickly and you're dealing with human error. So you take control of your business when you're calling in to speak to them. And if you have a customer that wants to cancel, you know what I would do? Hopefully you never have that, but I'd say, listen, I wouldn't tell them email support at Longevity or I'd say here, and I'd three-way call them in to cancel the service. That's what I would do. I'd three-way call them into the Longevity office and say, hey, I'm calling, I've got a customer who wants to cancel their service. Their customer number is, and you've got your R number, retail ID, customer number. It's in your back office. If you don't have it, they'll be able to find it. If you give them your agent ID and say, I've got my customer on the phone, their name is such and such, they're a retail customer of mine. As long as you're using that language, they'll find it quickly. They're a retail customer of mine. They need to update their credit card or change their credit card, etc. And if a customer ever wants to talk to someone about their service, they need to call the service provider number. If someone wants to change their billing, they contact us. Now, if you email support@davidallencapital.com, we can get all the same things to happen. We'll pick up the responsibility of getting on the phone with Longevity and saying, hey, credit card needs to change to this, or this person wants to cancel. So you could always have your customer email us, support@davidallencapital.com, and say they just want to cancel their service, but they have to be the one to cancel it. You can't cancel it on their behalf unless they're on the phone with you. As you can imagine, we're shutting off credit card protection, identity theft insurance. We need record of the cancellation because there's some liability if we cancel something before they actually want it canceled. A wife calls in and cancels, and the next week a husband says, we've been breached and we want your protection. We say, you don't have it anymore. I didn't cancel the service. Service in my name, not my wife's name, my name. Why do you allow her to cancel? These are the type of things that happen when you're talking about insurance. As you can imagine, this identity protection breach is treated like an insurance. So we need some extra level of cancellations on certain things. So is roadside. You don't want someone on the side of the road and their wife canceled or their husband canceled and the wife can't use it, and she's upset or he's upset because the service was in his name and he didn't cancel it. And now we're stuck. Now we've got a potential legal issue, and what do we do in that case? So we need written cancellations for services or recorded cancellations of services. So that's why we ask someone to email in their cancellation. You can't just say, hey, cancel the service for my buddy. Can't do it. We can't do it for that reason. We're not trying to play hardball. We're trying to protect ourselves and you and the customer and do it appropriately. So hopefully this has helped. We'll spend more time in it when we launch our customer forward training and all this. These are the type of things that will be covered in sections. But I just wanted to get this out because we've had a couple people confused on where to go for their service support on the DACProtect services as far as the service itself versus the billing. All right. Thank you all. Have a great day, everybody. Appreciate you big time.